What do you need for incredible aerial imaging? A brilliant camera, an aircraft you can trust, and the intelligence to make every shot cinematic. The new Phantom 4 Pro has all this and much more. The Phantom 4 Pro camera has an f2.8 aperture, mechanical shutter, and large 1-inch sensor, coming together to make brighter, more detailed imagery. Record cinematic 4K video at higher bit rates with more advanced compression and a wider dynamic range. 4K 60 frames per second recording gives you stunning, detailed, slow-motion aerial video. The Phantom 4 Pro is as adept at stills as it is with video, capturing every detail at 20 megapixels. Its mechanical shutter eliminates rolling shutter bending. Grab the perfect moment using burst mode. All of this makes the Phantom 4 Pro the most advanced aerial camera ever found in the Phantom series.
The Phantom 4 Pro is now a huge step forward. I'm taking photos of the lava when it's darker out and the glow of the lava is coming off of it. The image sensor that's in this camera now is 1-inch sensor, 20 megapixels. That extra dynamic range allows me to really get everything into one shot, and in the landscape, that's extremely important.
See your shot clearly, even in direct sunlight, with the new ultra-bright 5.5-inch monitor that's more than twice as bright as most tablets. Inside is DJI LightBridge technology. It automatically detects interference and switches from 2.4 to 5.8 gigahertz transmission at takeoff, cutting through the noise for more reliability.
The built-in monitor on the Phantom 4 Pro is so bright. I'm actually able to see in direct sunlight, and that's really allowing me to compose my shot and get what I really want to capture.
Active Track has now been expanded with 3 new intelligent flight modes. Profile tracks your subject horizontally from any side. Spotlight locks the camera on a subject while you fly in almost any direction. Circle swings 360 degrees around the subject. Tap Fly has also been improved, adding reverse tap fly, making it perfect for aerial selfies. Flying the Phantom 4 Pro is even more worry-free. A set of rear visual sensors has been added to existing forward and downward sensors. Combined with new infrared obstacle sensors on its sides, the Phantom 4 Pro has 5 directions of sensing. If image signal is lost, it returns home while dynamically avoiding obstacles, and even flies back along its original flight path until signal is regained. Every minute in the air counts. The new high-capacity battery flight time has been increased to 30 minutes. When it comes to speed, the Phantom 4 Pro is 10 miles per hour faster with full support of its obstacle sensing systems. With its stunning camera, 1-inch sensor, ultra-bright monitor, obstacle sensing, and intelligence, the Phantom 4 Pro brings professional quality aerial imaging and flight capabilities to more pilots around the world.
Aloha everyone, my name is Eric Sturman and I'm the founder of Sturman Aerials. We're out here at Kualoa Park filming with the new Typhoon H with Intel RealSense technology. I've been filming professionally with drones since early 2013, and since then, watching the progression with this technology, I'm really excited to show you what this can do. The amazing thing about the Typhoon H with Intel RealSense technology is that it doesn't just fall short of avoiding an object, but it will intelligently reroute itself around it and continue on its path. The incredible thing about this new technology is that it gets smarter and smarter as you fly it, and while you're flying it, it creates a 3D mapping of its surrounding, and it will remember it. It's so easy to use obstacle avoidance. Just simply flip the switch into the on position. Obstacle avoidance works in both smart and angle mode. If you're in angle mode, you have full control of the Typhoon H, but if RealSense is activated, it will stop you from moving forward into an object that it senses. But you can go up, down, left, and right around the object, just not forward into it. In smart mode, you can really see how RealSense technology works. By selecting Follow Me and turning on RealSense, the Typhoon H will avoid all obstacles while tracking your position and keeping you in the shot.
Hi guys, I'm Natalie with Autel Robotics. In this video, I'll show you how to pair your XR Series remote controller and aircraft together. Every once in a while, your remote controller and aircraft can become unpaired. Sometimes this happens after you get your drone serviced or during a firmware update. Whatever the reason, you can tell if your remote controller and aircraft have become unpaired by looking at the controller's LCD screen and the aircraft's rear LED lights when they're both powered on. If the remote controller's LCD screen reads, "Connect your aircraft," and your aircraft's rear LEDs are displaying a fast, flashing yellow, you'll need to repair your controller and aircraft. Let's start by powering off the remote controller and turning on the X-Star. Don't forget to always remove the gimbal lock before powering on your drone. Once the aircraft is on, we'll need to press the pairing button on the side of the aircraft. When the camera and nose of the aircraft are facing you, the small recessed button will be on your right, above the gimbal mount. If you look inside the aircraft through the vent located to the right of the button, you should see a green indicator light flashing in a quick pattern. Press and hold the pairing button for about 3 seconds, and you should see that indicator light switch to a slower, steady flash. Now, on the remote controller, press and hold both the power button and the go home button simultaneously until the remote controller powers up. The indicator light from inside the aircraft will now turn a solid green, and the connect your aircraft message on your remote controller should disappear. You will also notice the aircraft's rear LED lights will change color or sequence from the fast flashing yellow. The new LED sequence might vary depending on your environment, and you can learn more about the LED light sequences on page 5 of your user manual. Now that your XR Series remote controller and aircraft are paired, you're ready for flight. If you have any questions, give us a call at 1-844-MY-AUTEL. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Ty. Thanks for being with us today. In today's video, we'll be going over the basics of flying and some important safety tips. And we'll be using the Phantom 3 Professional for this video. Before we fly, always remember that safety is an essential part of flying. Always be aware of your surroundings and know your local laws before launching your Phantom 3. Also, please read through the section on flying in the user manual and quick start guide before flying. Remember, even though your Phantom 3 can fly indoors using the vision positioning system, it's always best to fly outside in wide open spaces away from people, and animals, buildings, and airports. Before you fly, observe your surroundings and go through this short checklist. Are you in an open space free of obstacles such as power lines? Are you flying in an area away from people or animals? Is the area free of buildings or other large obstructions? Also remember these important rules. Maintain control at all times, even if you're using functions such as auto takeoff, auto landing, and auto return to home. Always keep your hands on the remote controller and maintain control of your aircraft when it's in flight. Maintain line of sight of the aircraft and avoid flying behind buildings or other obstacles that may block your view. And always monitor your altitude. For the safety of full-sized aircraft and other air traffic, always fly at altitudes less than 400 feet or 120 meters above ground level. Orientation, goal, and flight basics. First, ensure that the aircraft is facing the correct direction. The front of the aircraft should face away from you. You can tell which is the front of the aircraft by the stickers on the front two arms of the Phantom 3. Okay, let's turn on the remote controller, your mobile device with the DJI Pilot app, and the aircraft. First, the remote controller. Turn on by pressing once, again, and holding. Now your mobile device. On. Now the aircraft. Turn it on by pressing once, again, and holding. Good. Now our goal today is to hover the aircraft and learn the basic maneuvers using the control sticks. So let's go over the controls again. Now the left stick controls altitude and yaw. The right stick controls pitch and roll. To go up in altitude, push the left stick up. To go down, pull the left stick down. To rotate left, push the left stick to the left. To rotate right, push the left stick to the right. To move forward, push the right stick forward. To move backward, pull the right stick backwards. To move left, push the right stick to the left. And to move right, push the right stick to the right. Now keep in mind that it's always a good idea to fly slowly with controlled movements. Okay, now that we've walked through the basics, let's practice. Calibrate the compass. Before you fly, you should always calibrate the compass when flying in a new location. Now, once you've powered on the aircraft, tap Camera in the DJI Pilot app.
Tap the status bar at the top center of the screen, then tap Calibrate, next to Compass, then tap OK.
Alternatively, if you do not have your mobile device, you can toggle the flight mode switch more than 10 times. And notice the aircraft status indicators hold a solid yellow, indicating that the compass is ready to be calibrated and that the aircraft is searching for a GPS signal. Now, hold and rotate the aircraft horizontally 360 degrees in a counterclockwise direction. the aircraft status indicators should be a solid yellow. When that is completed, the LED will turn a solid green. Now, hold the aircraft vertically with the nose pointing downwards and rotate the aircraft again 360 degrees in a counterclockwise direction. The aircraft status indicators should flash a quick green to indicate successful calibration. If the aircraft status indicators flash red and yellow alternately, it means that the calibration has failed. Move to a new position and recalibrate the compass. Once you have calibrated the compass, you can set the aircraft on a level surface and wait for the aircraft to lock onto GPS signals. Once the aircraft has found GPS, the DJI Pilot app status bar will turn green and say, "Safe to fly." This also indicates that the aircraft has recorded the home point. Okay, now that we've calibrated the compass, let's fly. Hovering and moving. First, I'm going to rotate the aircraft so the orientation is the same out here as it will be for you at home, with the front facing away from you. Okay, first let's turn on the motors. Pull both sticks down and in. The motors will begin spinning. This is most commonly known as arming the motors. Now, to get the aircraft off the ground, push the left stick or throttle up. Now, once you have it at the desired height, return the stick to its neutral position. Notice that the aircraft will hover in place by itself, and the motors are in an idle state, waiting for your commands through the remote controller. All right, let's try out the control sticks. Now, when I push the left control stick up, the aircraft rises. When I pull the left control stick down, the aircraft lowers. By pushing the left control stick to the left, the aircraft will rotate to the left. And by pushing the left control stick to the right, the aircraft will rotate to the right. All right, now to the right control stick. To move the aircraft forward, push the right control stick forward. To move the aircraft backwards, pull the right control stick towards you. To move the aircraft to the left, push the right control stick to the left. And to move the aircraft to the right, push the right control stick to the right. And those are the basic movements. Okay, let's try landing. Pull the left control stick down slowly, but not all the way. Try not to lower your aircraft at high speeds. Now, just before your aircraft touches down, move the left control stick back to center position and let the aircraft hover. Then gently pull the left control stick all the way down for a nice soft landing. Now, to turn off the motors, pull the left stick down for more than 3 seconds until the motors stop.